The collective of divine masculines who I'm channeling for in this message, they just literally, and if you're divine feminine tuning in, you may have felt this as well with this divine masculine, energetically, you know, telepathically, or you're getting like messages or signs about this. But this collective of divine masculines, they just had a huge heart chakra purge. Okay, this is a block that they have had for a very long time that affected their connection with you. It's affected their connection and relationships throughout their life. For many of them, they've been in third party, you know, karmic situations. There's been karmic interference. And because they lacked self-love, they've been just kind of going through the motions. But with this massive heart chakra block that was just purged, I'm telling you, it was like a pop, like, okay? And all of a sudden, it allowed them to feel the realness. It allowed them to feel what they were afraid of feeling or avoiding feeling. And now they are in a place where they're connected with the heart and emotions are flowing. They're allowing themselves to feel. They're allowing themselves to heal. They're allowing themselves to cry. They're removing things that aren't in alignment with their heart. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get a couple messages. So if you're wondering, you know, if this message found you through all space and time, then you're here for a reason. My name's Erica. I'm a psychic medium and a high priestess. Nice to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back, my loves. If you are new here, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You do not want to lose this channel. All right, so let's get one more. So we have a full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So this heart chakra purge that just took place, okay, it's helping them to look at the bigger picture but like in their heart. Do you know what I mean? To look at the bigger picture from a place of the heart. Full moon speaks of the end of a cycle, the end of a phase, phasing out. Sagittarius with that arrow, it's the archer. Where do you want to shoot your shot? You know, where do you want to go next? What door do you want to open? They're seeing the bigger picture and they're seeing this love and what they feel on a much larger scale. It's a completely different perspective. They're seeing things from a very high perspective, from the soul perspective. You know what I mean? Okay, bottom of the deck. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. So we have Sagittarius and Capricorn. Leave the past behind. Holy what? Okay, look. Look at that. So this heart chakra purge, and look at all the green. Heart chakra. You know, Capricorn energy, for example, you know, Sagittarius energy is more like, right, it's that fiery, passionate, optimistic, you know, happy-go-lucky type vibe, typical Sagittarian energy. And Capricorns, you know, they rule the 10th house. Yeah. And, you know, they're very much about like, you know, the material realm, money, right? Stability, being grounded, anchoring in, you know, they don't like that uneasy feeling, you know, they don't like, it's like Capricorns aren't typically the ones that are okay with living paycheck to paycheck. No, Capricorns are going to have a savings. Capricorns are going to have investments. Capricorns are going to make sure that financially, monetarily, that they're secure. So when they're not secure, right? And they're creatures of habit. They don't like change. It's like all those things, right? And I'm talking about Capricorn energy, but that also coincides with the divine masculine energy and where they've been. They've been, you know, putting all of their energy into their career, into money, material realm, you know, and for a lot of them, right, things that don't serve them. With this massive heart chakra purge, they're aligning to the heart and soul. And they're seeing the bigger picture in their life and they're leaving the past behind. They're leaving things behind. This is also clearing of past heart chakra wounds, trauma, blockages connected to that too. So they're finally healing a lot of the blockages that have kept them, you know, abandonment wounds, not feeling good enough, you know, lacking in self-love, like having healthy boundaries in this regard, you know, things like that. It's like, They're ready for more. That's the message here. They're ready for more. All right. So they're ready for depth. They're no longer like wanting to entertain shallow connections, shallow relationships. You know what I mean? I'm seeing like a divine masculine who's been surfing like online dating apps, you know, things like that. They just, you know, they've been trying to like avoid actual healing work. So they try to keep themselves distracted and busy, right? Going for low-hanging fruit, things that really truly aren't serving them. So they're leaving all of that past patterning, behavior, things like that behind, okay? Especially things that broke their heart or left wounds within their heart, okay? They're finally, it's like, let's say what I'm getting is like a divine masculine who, you know, had an extreme painful cycle, maybe in a marriage or a long-term partnership, and it left them with wounds, abandonment things, stuff like that, trust issues. I can't trust people, you know, all love is blind, you know, people are just, you know, takers, you know, right? So it's actually transforming their whole perspective, again, seeing the bigger picture about the past and what they've been holding on to, that they're finally releasing and clearing. Okay. So I'm going to use some Intuit Oracle, and we're going to get a couple cards. We're just going to see what else wants to come out here. I don't know why, but I'm getting something about airplanes, a pilot. Someone could be a pilot. I'm getting co-pilot. All right. So it's like this masculine is like thinking about like their life, like, you know, and they see you or they see the divine feminine, they're feeling in their heart because of the clearing, okay? It made energetic space for them to feel more and to connect more to what's truly aligned with their heart and soul, which is divine feminine and divine feminine's energy and essence, right? They want, speaking of like co-pilot, there could be long distance, like maybe some, you know, you need to fly to see each other, or it's like a long, you know, long distance seeing road trip. But I am seeing specifically an airplane, you know, airplanes, right? They are flying high in the sky. Again, it's like seeing from that higher perspective. A plane, right, needs to take off. It's things taking off here. Things lifting up off the ground and rising to new heights. Also co-pilot, like they're thinking what it would be like for you to be their co-pilot, to be next to them, to be together, sitting next to each other and living life together, you know, doing life together. It's like that. They see in their heart that this is aligned for you to be their co-pilot in life. You're someone who they want to be their co-pilot. Look at this. These two cards just flipped over really quickly together. It's the Death card, Scorpio. We are in Scorpio season now. Happy birthday, my beloved Scorpios. Scorpio is Plutonian Pluto energy. It's all about the shadow, the dark, the underworld, the unconscious. The unconscious is being made conscious. Secrets are being revealed. Things that have been kept in the shadows are coming to light, because look at the second card that came out with it, card number 17. It breaks down to an 8. So 17 could be a number of special confirmation for you guys, but it breaks down to an 8. 8 is the infinity symbol, as above, so below. The 8 is also connected to our abundance. You know, I'm seeing the 8 of Pentacles in my mind's eye. So this is about like the work that you put in, the things you're focused on, and determination, and you know, things like that. I'm getting the perfecting touch. You have a perfecting touch to them. The process of arrival. It also says baby steps, right? Progress. You're going to see the progress that has been made pretty soon here. You know, this could happen today for some of you guys. This could happen 2 weeks from now. Definitely in Scorpio season though. All right. And in true Scorpio energy fashion, okay, this is about transformation. Death and rebirth. It says during the fall, which is Scorpio season, you know, October 22nd and November 21st. This is happening during the fall equinox. Passionate, possessive, deep. They're feeling, again, it's that deepness, depth. They're feeling in their heart chakra now, like this, it's like the shallow stuff that, like, you know, that they've been holding on to, like shallow connections, shallow relationships, things they thought they wanted that made them happy, that they thought filled their heart with, you know, love and joy and happiness. It was false. They've been surrounded by a lot of false lights. They've been surrounded by a lot of, you know, opportunists and manipulators, gold diggers, you know, things like that. You know, people who are more interested in how much money the divine masculine makes and, you know, than their actual heart and soul. Okay, and they know this. That's why. Look at spiritual growth, how to keep on going, progress, step by step, and a way out. Yeah, the masculines have seen the way out. They're leaving the past behind. Okay, they're in their heart. There's been an extreme amount of spiritual growth. Also, the spiritual growth and healing that divine feminine has been mirroring to the masculine. They are also now reflecting that back. They are embodying that. Whoop. The snowflake. Bottom of the deck is the bear. So the bear could be a spirit animal, also the lion. Okay. This is about the lion's heart, lion's bravery. It's like the strength card. You know, this is divine strength, courage, bravery that comes from the soul, that comes from a spiritual level, that comes from the heart. I just saw 1111. So, you know, the 11s, the 111 and 1111, those have been showing up a lot over the last like week and a half in regards to divine connections like this. So 1111, you know, that speaks of like spiritual enlightenment, new beginnings, awakening. It's also connected to twin flame energy, you know, it's a mirrored energy, things like that. So it could be a confirmation, but the bear speaks of a boss. This is someone who is a boss in their life. They could literally be a boss at work or, you know, be a CEO. It says CEO, a judge, a coach. So it could be any of these things, right? Mama bear, protective. This is someone who is, they see divine feminine as a warrior, someone who would be a great mother, someone who's also highly protective. They know that like you're not going to allow people near you or into your energy field. You're going to protect yourself. You're going to protect your children, your family, your loved ones, but you're going to protect yourself. They know this about you. They know that you come with a big energy. Do you know what I mean? But that's what they want. They used to be afraid of it. So they would go for simplicity, meaning like simple-minded people or people who are just low vibrational and still asleep. You know what I mean? People that didn't challenge them to grow, heal, expand. People that allowed them to stay stuck in their toxic, you know, karmic, codependent, unhealthy bubble, right? Trauma bonding, all that, okay? But more than anything, this masculine is feeling protective of the feminine right now. They're feeling like, yeah, it says possessive on the Scorpio card. They do. They feel a bit possessive. They feel like they're seeing more like we belong together, like holy shit, like you're my person, you're my ride or die, you're my co-pilot of life. You have been, you know, many times over. So they're seeing all this now, okay? And they are protective. They want to be around you, not to control you. They want to be around you to love you and to protect. Okay, we have the snowflake fly out over here. Perfect, precise, coded. Look at coded. There's sacred codes activating within the masculine right now that are very precise. It could not happen until this very moment. It also speaks of crystal. For me, that's the crystalline DNA being highly activated. And again, it's like there's a lot of divine support helping to transmute, to clear, to guide, to lead. But it's also about who, you know, the divine masculines, their heart space has been cold, frozen. They've been in a place in their life where it feels cold, frozen. You are the snowflake. No one snowflake is the same as the next. They're all very unique and beautiful and exquisite. If you were to put a snowflake under a microscope, they are so beautiful, right? That's you, okay? Like you are this divine, perfect, precise snowflake. You're unique. You know, they know that there's no one else like you. You cannot be duplicated. They're never going to find anyone that matches your energy, what you made them feel, etc. This also speaks of the fact that they are, what I'm getting is they're like planning, they want their They want to initiate contact, but they want it to be like perfect because you're perfect. They know that they want to come and they want to say things, you know, that they haven't said before. Okay. They really want to open up here. The cold energy is thawing out. Okay. There's now heat and passion and action and that fiery, like, I got to do it type vibe here. Okay. So let's get one more, please, from the Divine Masculine in regards to the masculine. Yeah, it's exactly. I just got backed up with everything that I just said about they want to initiate. They want to like make contact. They want to open up. They want to share. For most of you guys, there's been no contact for a substantial amount of time, but that's not going to be for everyone. For some of you guys, you are in contact with this person, but it's not every day. It's just here and there, right? But now the Divine Masculine, because of the heart purge, they are ready to, with the bellows, right? It fans the flame of the fire. Right? If you have in your fireplace, if it's right burning low, right? You could blow on it, but with the bellows, it's much easier, right? And it gets those low burning embers to reignite, and the fire kicks back up and the flames rise again. That's what's happening here. So they are ready to, it says a catalyst. So they may have had some kind of catalyst that just happened in their life. Something big may have just happened that helps them like see the bigger picture and leave the past behind. Okay. The past is now torched. It's scorched earth. It's done. It's over. It's dead. It's gone. Okay. But it says effort required, a spark, kindling, like but it's a catalyst, and it says igniting and to get things going, fueling the fire, fanning the fire. They want to get something going. They want to start this fire. They want to grow it. They want to, right? Okay. So masculine wants to get things going, and we have master numbers back to back here with master number 33. You could be 33. You could have a deep connection to Yeshua, to Jesus. You could just be getting a lot of the threes, 333, etc., 33. And then master number 22, okay, which speaks of the crossroads, a journey, travel. I spoke of an airplane. I saw the airplane long distance. So there could be, right, this could be like in regards to a twin flame journey. But this is like physical distance, a journey. This masculine is they've been at a crossroads. They've made decisions. They're leaving the past behind. They're now on a new journey or in pursuit of a new journey. And Divine Feminine is a part of that new journey. At least that's what they're hoping for. Opportunity, free will. This is about their free will and their choices. Their free will is now making like powerful decisions. I'm seeing like concrete, like cement being poured. Okay, and like we know, like, right, you pour cement, you can't walk on it, you gotta let it dry. You have to wait till it solidifies. So that's what's happening. Like they've poured the concrete in their life to create a new foundation, a strong foundation. But they're like kind of maybe in the midst of just waiting for that concrete to dry per se, before they can walk on to the new path that they've created. Weighing the options. See, that's where they've been. That's where they've been. They've been weighing options, going back and forth. They were, still wearing the mask, all those things. The masks have been ripped off all around them. The masks have been ripped off, their own mask, but also the mask of lovers, the masks of friends, the mask in illusion within family dynamics or their own family, their lineage. Like they're seeing through that. They're, what I just heard was seeing through the shadows. I'm also getting keeper of secrets, which is like high priestess energy. So they're tapping into their own, high priestess energy, their intuition, they're all seeing eye, stuff like that. They, once you wake up, you don't go back to sleep, right? So they're seeing everything like, whoa, right? For the first time in a big way. All right. But they're ready. That's what I'm specifically getting, is they're ready. All right. So let's get a couple tarot cards here. Let's just see what wants to come out to add to this message. Yeah. Star card. The stars are aligning. I have to cover it up. This is about destiny. This is about the stars aligning finally. Okay. And the reason why is because your free will, your frequency is there. okay, to receive these wish fulfillments, this destined moment, these stars aligning for you. But also the masculine, due to now, like this card says, their free will choices, okay, the stars have aligned. Okay, so it's coming from for both of you guys. It's alignment. It's alignment due to that huge heart chakra purge, due to their choices right now, their free will choices. The universe is saying, major arcana, that there's massive alignment here, and there's about to be a wish fulfilled. You are the wish fulfillment. You pour into them. You are serenity and tranquility and healing. Do you know what I mean? But you're not going to coddle them. You're not going to stroke their ego. You're going to feed the soul. And that's what you've done all along. And sometimes, right, that could be very highly triggering because they're not ready for it, right? Now with the heart chakra purge, I'm telling you, it was some kind of massive block that built up over time. After one heart pain, after another heart pain, heartbreak, sadness, whatever it was. The masculine was in survival mode. They've been in survival mode where it's like, I don't have time to like sit and like cry and, you know, be sad over this. I have to be strong. I have to keep going. I have to show up at work. I have to be a good boss. I have to, you know, be strong for my children. You know, I don't want anyone, you know, I don't want people to view me as like, you know, weak, like, you know, stuff like that. And that's all out the door now. They're leaving the past behind. Remember, scorched earth. What did I just say about the heart pain? Mic drop. Look, 3 of Swords. There it is. That's the blockages. That's the purge. And because this was just purge, now there's massive alignment. The King of Wands, bottom of the deck. Like the King, I'm going to take this out. The King of Wands just had a massive heart chakra purge that is now activation, that is now allowing them to feel the real deal and to move after what is in alignment in their heart. It removed the pain. It helped remove the blockages, right? People are always going to be, you know, like they you know, once we like feel trauma or we connect with blockages, you know, things like that, we have to process it, right? So that's what I feel. I feel like they're like in a place of processing, or that's where they have been. But there's been some big boom release, and now it's allowing them to align. Sorry guys, I know I'm like, there's just so much coming through. I'm like, okay, yeah, and it's resulting in, okay, so star card, destiny, stars aligning, all the things, right? Coming out of separation. So there's alignment, stars aligning to bring things out of separation here, because the heart is now, boom, there's so much space for them to feel and for them to, right? And this is allowing Page of Cups. There could be like an apology coming, but it's someone who's been maybe practicing what they want to say. Maybe they've been talking to other people about what to say, but this is definitely a very like loving kindred spirit type thing. Page and Knight of Cups back to back. What are the odds of that? I was like, if the King of Cups is behind here, this is crazy. Look at that. Communication, communication, communication. This is a communication that they've been holding on to for some time. But this is finally them coming through. Okay. All right. And again, like this is collective. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt. This is about their free will choice. So will there, you know, so if they do it or not, that depends person to person, right? But the message here, like I said, a huge heart chakra block was just cleared. Whatever swords were keeping them stuck and bound have been removed, healed, whatever. The divine is helping us all in a lot of ways like that, with soul, like past life regression work, soul fragmentation, helping to clear blockages, whether we realize it or not, right? Okay, Knight of Cups, a secret admirer. This is big love. This is them coming forward with big, big love. I know it's a knight and a page, but it's big love. That's why we have a major arcana, you know, stars aligning, wishes being fulfilled, right? Okay. All right, so where are we at? 24 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up now. I think I'm going to just end the message with some messages, like communication, like what they might want to say, you know, what's weighing on their heart right now. All right, so that's what I got, my loves. If you guys want to connect with me and work with me one-on-one, you can find the information and all of the different options and spiritual services that I offer, as I am, you know, a psychic medium, but I'm a healer and a high priestess. So yeah, you'll find it all down below. Look at that, love. Love conquers all. Wow. Love conquers all. This is all in the name of love. Look at the heart. Look at the heart. Look at the red heart with no swords, as opposed to this heart with swords, right? Okay. And then on this card in the blocks, there's like on the O there's 1, and then the V there's 4, L 2. So these could also be like initials to names, you know, things like that. Okay, take it how it connects with you, right? And the numbers 1, 2, or 4, or maybe this is a number sync, 214, 214. Okay, love conquers all. So in the name of love, the heart is cleared, no more swords. Love conquers all. This is the day, this is the time that love conquers all. And this is someone who's feeling called to long-term with you. So like, it's like soul, you're already in like a soul marriage or soul union, Hyros Gamos, okay? But this is about coming into union together, physically, locking arms, linking arms. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. There it is, okay? So love is conquering all. The past is scorched earth. They're seeing the bigger picture. The stars are aligning here, all right? This is not just like fluff tarot reading where I'm like just sitting here telling people what they want to hear, right? This is the real deal, right? And again, person to person, we have no way of knowing for sure. No one can predict someone else's free will. That's why it's free will. That's why it's a superpower, right? But in this message, in this channeling, the free will of this masculine is choosing love, real love, to merge with a soul counterpart, to merge with someone that they can see long-term with. What did I say about the co-pilot being a ride or die, right? That's what they see with you. Okay. So let's see, 27 minutes. Okay. And my loves, by the way, I'm going to be posting today on the community page, and I'll be sharing in personal readings in readings on the channel here for the next, you know, like week and a half, 2 weeks. Well, it's actually more like a week and a half, not even 2 weeks, basically. We are doing an 11/11 portal workshop. Sorry, guys, I'm just seeing if I want to, yeah, I'm going to use this deck right here. We're going to be doing our 13th Quantum Healing and Activation Workshop. This one is going to be centered around past life wounds, blockages, trauma, and PTSD that we still carry with us or affects us now in this lifetime to this day from Atlantis. The fall of Atlantis. Those of you who were there, many of us who are here on Earth at this time, we were there. That's a big reason why we're on Earth at this time, because the same thing is happening. It's huge. It's huge. Just like the fall of Atlantis was, and it took years, right? Well, this workshop is going to be, this one is going to be channeled and guided by Yeshua, Jesus, and his beloved twin flame, Mary Magdalene. We are going to be astral traveling to Atlantis during a time of its fall. And we are going to be focusing on clearing and healing those wounds, those blocks that we still have, those triggers that we still have. And then it's also going to be activating for your past life memories, your Akash, you know, your Akashic records, so that you can tap into your past life, so that you maybe have flashbacks, flashes, visions, dreams about your past lives in Atlantis to help you tune into that more and heal that more, okay? However it goes, right? But it's definitely going to be so cool. The Lemurians are going to be coming through very strongly too, and the way that I'm seeing it is that we're going to be in Atlantis, and then we're going to astral travel from Atlantis, and we're going to travel into Lemuria and have some healing with the Lemurians too. So I don't know, you know, I work with spirit, you know, with these workshops and my higher self, but it's truly a lot of times, right? You guys know, if you've been in the workshops, to the day of the workshop, I don't know exactly what's going to happen until it happens. So anyway, so it's held over Zoom. It is recorded. So, and the recording is just as powerful as being there live, because they're recording, you know, it's on a quantum level. So you're there real time whenever you tune in. Okay. And then, you know, tickets are only $44 USD. You can tune back in and redo these workshops whenever you feel called. Usually when you do that, or when people have done that, they have a different experience every time. They have different, it's crazy. It's wild. Okay. So FYI, there's that. Here we go. I have stayed with the karmic out of guilt and superficial reasons. Exactly. That's why, what did I say about now they want depth. They want something deep and meaningful and true and in alignment, right? They've been staying and doing things out of superficial, materialistic, trauma bonding type reasons. Or people guilting them and manipulating them with guilt and things like that, you know. What about the children? You're going to break up our home. You know, you're the worst person in the world. You know, how could you do this to me? Stuff like that. Highly manipulative, right? So it's not affecting them anymore. They're just like, I know I've stayed for wrong reasons. I know I've been doing things that weren't, you know, good for me. Okay, and then we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Communication, thoughts, a lot of thinking about what they want, who they are, where they're going, and you. Wisdom. There's new spiritual wisdom here, which is helping a lot as well, right? Wisdom about their journey, right? Knowledge turning to wisdom, right? Like experiences turning into wisdom. The ethereal realm, so there is a lot of activity and connection and communication in the ethers between the two of you guys. There could be something about wind. Where I live today, it's very windy. It's been windy the last 2 days. I'm assuming it's because of the very powerful new moon that's coming up, and we're already, right? It's already affecting, even though, right? Like, I don't know. Usually it's the full moon that does that, right? Like makes all the, right? Ooh, like all the crazy stuff, the wind and the ocean going crazy. But no, the new moon energy is definitely kicking in. And then psychic, yeah. Okay. I am completely checked out of my karmic situation. Yep. Again, it's just like, I don't love this person anymore. I'm not in love with this person anymore. You know, I'm feeling in my heart space now, and where I've been is not in alignment with my heart. Okay. And then last card, the masculine, is saying, you bring up so much emotion within me. I can't help but feel it. Again, feeling, heart, love, emotion. It's all that. So when this purge happened, I'm telling you, it just happened. Maybe this morning, maybe 2 days ago, but it just happened. They can't help but feel it all. They're feeling everything right now in such a way, especially what they feel towards feminine, okay? So this is what I've got for you guys. I have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here on the channel. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting and subscribing. It helps the channel grow. Therefore, it's helping so many other people receive these messages that need them too. So thank you for helping with that, for paying it forward, and have a beautiful day. Namaste.